Welcome back. In the last episode, we finished all of the scout tasks in Island Lake, and we got started on scouting Drummond Island from the opposite end of the map. We also discovered the P-16 and destroyed the engine on our International Scout. Let's go back and get that scout fuel trailer that we left on the other side of the river. I'll be the first to admit this could have been a more enjoyable experience had I upgraded the Chevy a little bit more before I decided to venture into these maps. Looking back on it, if you're still following along, that might be something you choose to do before venturing into Island Lake and Drummond Island. We can leave this trailer here while we go up into the mountains to complete another scout task called mud wrestling. By putting a little bit of fuel into the Scout 800, it will help aid it out of the lake, hopefully. Even though the Scout is a capable vehicle, the all-wheel drive is not engaged, and so it doesn't actually provide a lot of help for itself. Wow, that was painful, but we managed to get back out. Just to be clear, we left our damaged Scout 800 behind, and this is the Task 800. Now, fueling up one last time, we can detach the trailer here and run up the road to deliver this Scout. And we can top off our fuel real quick right before we deliver it. And we have another one complete. Still rank 6, about a little over halfway to rank 7. Let's head back and focus on some more of these Scout tasks. Flips are bound to happen. Just try to make sure you're always driving next to something you can winch yourself back up with. Let's take a left at the fork in the road. and we completed Forged by the Sea, which is basically just we need to drive to this old shipwreck. Now back to the road, we can take a left, discover this watchtower, and then continue on to visit the observation. This can be a bit tricky through here. Just take it slow, or, well, I mean, I guess I rolled where I was able to get back up. Right now I'm wishing I had that diff lock. Now that we've completed that, the scout tasks for the area are finished, and we can move into the P16, get started on some of the bridges that are here in Drummond Island. The P16 is a massive heavy truck. It basically has no suspension travel, so it does not do well at all on rocks or uneven surfaces. But it does have specialized tires that are exclusive to it, and the tires have a high mud rating, so this truck will be the first in our fleet to be able to navigate the muddy waters without much issue. The only real downside to the P16 is that it does not have all-wheel drive, but don't let that scare you off. This truck is quite capable. Now, since the bridges aren't complete yet, we'll have to take the P16 back across the island that we came here in the Scout 800. This is a prime example of the shortcomings of this truck. It just does not have the power to pull itself up the hill. If you're having a hard time moving on an upward slope and low gear is not doing it, try shifting back to auto, because sometimes you can get a little bit of a burst of torque. Now let's turn left and head back through the logging station. Just make sure you're careful of this stump that's sticking up right here. That thing has gotten me many times. We'll start with the sideboard trailer that's been left here for us. We'll load it up with 2 wooden planks and then pull forward and drop this trailer. Let's backtrack over here a little ways and find another trailer. Conveniently, this one's preloaded. Traveling back through, we can use our winch to pull the second trailer behind us. Make sure to pull it up close so it doesn't wander around too much and tip over. This is where the P16 really starts to shine. It has enough torque to pull multiple trailers behind it as long as you can keep the truck itself moving. Now when traveling through here, stick to the left so that the trailer in the back doesn't tip over going up the hill. As you're nearing the drop-off zone, drop the winch on the back trailer so it doesn't collide. Now I can simply move across the bridge. If you're not comfortable with pulling 2 trailers, you can simply make a second trip back to the logging station and get another load of wooden planks. Then we can leave this empty trailer here. And with that, we've completed the 2 wooden bridges on the map. We can drive ahead here and get started on the third bridge, which is going to be a little bit more complicated. And we can leave this trailer here on the side of the road. Let's run up the road a little ways and discover another task. There are some tasks, as in this one, that spawn materials around the map for you to collect. If you don't activate the task, the materials won't spawn, so it's always good to try to get everything activated before you get started working in a region. Now we can take this trailer that's loaded with a concrete slab with us. Now after making a left, we can travel up the road a little ways here, and we will find a service trailer off to our left side of the road. Let's take it with us. We can winch the sideboard trailer behind the service trailer. Let's get our truck repaired, and then we can leave this service trailer here. This will be a good place for us to refuel and repair later on when we're working in this area. Let's get started on the 10 hut task. We can drive to the farm and there's a trailer that's already loaded with the metal beams and a concrete slab. The farm is a pretty tight area, so let's turn around right here and back in. This truck is not the most maneuverable vehicle in the game. Now as we drive back out, we can pull the Scout 800 behind us. We left it here earlier with the engine damaged. It's a little bit tight pulling through here. Make sure to watch your trailer and be careful not to flip it over and lose the cargo. Let's pull this trailer up the road a little ways and disconnect it, and we can get that Scout repaired. And now we can continue on. With that, stage 1 is complete. 10 hut is a 2-stage task, and next we need to pick up 1 metal beam and 1 concrete block. Now we brought the concrete block earlier with our Scout trailer, and it's at the top of the hill. There's also a metal beam preloaded in a trailer in that same area, so we should be done with this quite shortly. Let's just move this trailer off to the side and disconnect it. And we'll just move this off to the side of the road so it's out of the way. Let's jump back into the P16. And with that, 10 HUD is complete. We've been promoted to rank 7. We got $6,000 from that. That's a good task to get complete right away. On the next episode, we'll go to Island Lake and rescue the twin steer and head back to Black River, get started on some of those trucking jobs that we've been putting off until we could get better tires. Make sure you come back around and check that out. Thanks for watching.